In this lesson, we're going to look at solving exponential equations. Exponential equations are equations that have exponents as part of the equation. And in this lesson, we're going to focus on just looking at the steps that we need to follow to solve these exponential equations. Now here are the steps. The first thing we want to do is we want to rewrite both sides of the equations as exponents with the same base. And once we're done, we're going to create equations out of the exponents, and then we're going to solve the equation. So let's start with this example. So we have 4 to the power of 2x plus 3 equal to 1. So what this first step means is that we're going to now look for a way to rewrite 1 so that it's 4, it has a base of 4 with an exponent. Now we need to remember that any number to the power of 0 is equal to 1. So what this means is that 4 to the power of 2x plus 3 is equal to 4 to the power of 0. Now because the bases are the same, then the exponents must also be equal. So we now have 2x plus 3 equal to 0. Now we subtract 3 from both sides. So 2x equal to negative 3, and we divide by 2. So x is equal to negative 3 over 2. That is the solution to this exponential equation. Now let's look at this second one. We have 3 to the power of 1 minus 2x, and then we have 243. What we can do here quickly is let's create a factor tree out of this. We have 3 and 81, we have 3 and 27, we have 3 and 9, we have 3 and 3. So we can see that 3 to the power of 1 minus 2x is 243 is the same as 3 to the power of 5. So now we have the same base over here, so we're going to take the exponents as equation. 1 minus 2x equal to 5. So we subtract 1 from both sides. So we have minus 2x equal to 4. We divide by negative 2. So we have x equal to negative 2. Now we're going to apply the multiplication of exponents rule here. So this is going to give us 6 to the power of 3m minus 3m plus negative m equal to 6 to the power of minus 2m. So we now have 6 to the power of 3m minus m equal to 6 to the power of negative 2m. So 6 to the power of 2m is equal to 6 to the power of negative 2m. So now what we're going to do is get the exponents as equations. So 2m equal to negative 2m. So let's divide both sides by 2. Divide by 2. So m is equal to negative m. This is not possible. So we have no. So now here we have 64 multiplied by 16 to the power of negative 3x equal to 16 to the power of 3x minus 2. What you can do here is, we can see here, if we look at 16, 16 is 4 to the second power, and 64 is 4 to the third power. So instead of using 16, we're going to replace 64 with 4 to the power of 3 and 16 with 4 to the power of 2. So 64 is 4 to the power of 3 times 4 to the power of 2, and then we have negative 3x equal to 4 to the power of 2, and then we have 3x minus 2. So let's simplify this. So this is 4 to the power of 3 multiplied by 4 to the power of 2 times negative 3x, negative 6x, equal to 4 to the power of 6x minus 4. So what we're going to do here is we're going to add the exponents on this side because of the multiplication here, and we have a common base. So we have 4 to the power of 3 minus 6x equal to 4 to the power of 6x minus 4. So now we have the same base, so we're going to create an equation out of the exponents. So we now have 3 minus 6x equal to 6x minus 4. Let's add 6x to both sides. So we have 3 is equal to 6x minus 4. Let's add 4 here and add 4 here. So 7 is equal to 6x. Actually, 12x. This is 12x here, 12x here. So we divide both sides by 12, divide both sides by 12. So x is 7 over 12. Now, one rule we're going to remember here is that a to the power of minus 1 is equal to 1 over a. So 1 over 6 is the same as 6 to the power of negative 1. And then we have 3x plus 2 multiplied by 6 to the power of 3. And then we have 3x equal to 6 to the power of negative 3. So let's simplify. So this is going to be 6 to the power of negative 3x minus 2 multiplied by 6 to the power of 9x equal to 6 to the power of negative 3. So let's simplify this. It's going to be 6 to the power of negative 3x minus 2 plus 9x equal to 6 to the power of negative 3. So let's simplify the exponent here. We have 6 to the power of 6x minus 2 is 6 to the power of negative 3. So now we have 6x minus 2 equal to negative 3. First thing we do is we add 2 on both sides. So 6x equal to negative 1. We divide by 6, divide by 6. So x is negative 1 over 6. So that's the solution to this equation. Final one, we're going to look at each of these. So 9 is 3 squared, 243 is 3 to the power of 5. So we're going to replace them accordingly. So 3 to the power of 5 k plus 2 multiplied by 3 squared to the power of 2k minus 1 equal to 3 squared. So we have 3 to the power of 5k plus 10 multiplied by 3 to the power of 4k minus 2 is equal to 3 to the power of 2. So now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to apply the product rule here. So this is going to be 3 to the power of 5k plus 10 plus 4k minus 2 equal to 3 to the power of 2. So we have 3 to the power of 5k plus 4k, 9k, 10 minus 2, 8 equal to 3 to the power of 2. So now we have the same basis, so we're going to equate the exponents. So we have 9k minus 8 equal to 2. Add 8 to both sides. 9k equal to 10. You divide both sides by 9. And we have k is equal to 10 over 9.